Uh-oh, somebody call the local zoo.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is a steel cage match. Introducing first, from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 275 pounds, George the Animal Steele.
I'm not even sure the cage can contain this man.
And strolling down the aisle, the opponent of George Steele, Peter Maivia.
Always a chaotic matchup.
His opponent from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 275 pounds, High Chief Peter Maivia.
Steele had better keep an eye on Maivia because Maivia is a true brawler. Few men can handle the chaos of the animal inside a steel cage, but I believe the High Chief is ready.
Maivia carrying such pride into the ring.
Very stark contrast to Steele. We'll see which prevails tonight.
Steel cage match underway. Peter Maivia versus George the Animal Steele. Most of the matches between Peter Maivia and George Steele have ended inconclusively, but this time we'll have a winner.
These are two very different men, Cole. The High Chief is a man of great pride and respect for the ring, while Steele is, well, he's an animal. I can't think of two opponents with more opposing styles.
You said it, Corey. Let's just hope this one gets taken care of in the ring tonight. George the Animal Steele might be a bit of an underdog here. In fact, he lost a match by countout to the High Chief.
In Steele's defense, I'm not sure he knows how to count exactly, or how to read a rule book. So he's got to be happy to be in this cage. Well, Maivia is called the High Chief in part because of his commanding presence in the ring. He's more than ready for what the animal will throw at him, even inside a cage.
Ah, look at this, just cranking it out.
Just cranking the head.
Oh, he saw it coming.
Maivia able to evade.
Ah, there's a headbutt.
Headlock. Oh, a cheap shot right above the eye.
When a man like Peter Maivia signs up for a match with the animal, he doesn't know what to expect, just to expect anything in the world.
Peter Maivia knows full well that he's in for some unusual treatment tonight. In fact, Steele often has trouble finding opponents due to his erratic nature. But when it comes to competition, the High Chief wants to prove he's worthy of that name. Peter Maivia will take on any competitor, no matter the difficulty. Dribbling the opponent's head like a basketball.
Peter Maivia now with the upper hand.
And you can see Steele is struggling to weather the storm of the High Chief.
Ooh, just bouncing off the turnbuckle.
Look at Maivia going to work on the animal. The High Chief has all the answers right now.
George the Animal Steele is not a wrestler by any...
No, nothing fancy here. Tasting victory. Backed up. Wow, Steele with a big win over Peter Maivia.
Here is your winner.
High Chief Peter Maivia taking on George the Animal Steele in a steel cage match. Quite a heated history between these two guys.
Yeah, Michael, and I think it's because Maivia is one of the few superstars brave enough to take on the animal. Most of their contests have ended in countouts or disqualifications. Thanks to the cage, we'll get a decisive victory in this one.
Well, that really depends on if a cage can even contain them.
Cranking the head. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2.
George Animal Steele is not a wrestler by any stretch of the imagination, guys. He's a true brawler.
And he might be the best brawler in WWE, Michael. There is no shortage of fight in the Animal.
Flying!
Oh my goodness! Ah, what a smash! That is just insulting.
Sometimes in the middle of a hard-fought match, you need a snap. Just a sure sign of desperation.
Oh, yeah, that's got it.
Jarring European uppercut. Take it over! Going for the win here.
Hold on.
Trying to stick. And what's this?
Why did you do that? What's going on?
Fist drop! Peter Maivia very tough, but he also has movie star good looks. Quite the combo.
And it served him well, Michael. In fact, the High Chief has major acting and stunt work credits to his name. And who knows? Maybe we'll see the Maivia name on Hollywood billboards again sometime.
Well, before any of that happens, the High Chief needs to survive this war against the Animal.
We've seen that Steele isn't above using a foreign object to gain the edge against Maivia. So he's got to have the advantage in a match where they're surrounded by one huge weapon, right?
You'd think that, Cole, but think about how these men prepared for this match. The High Chief is a consummate professional who's game planned for this stipulation. And Steele, well, I think he just shows up to the arena and asks who he's fighting.
The Animal has to be elated to be in this steel cage against one of his biggest rivals, no less.
Yeah, Byron, we've seen the Animal brandish a weapon against Peter Maivia before when it was against the rules. The High Chief
Setting up. Talk about dismantling your opponent.
Is it enough? Is it enough for Peter Maivia?
Crucial turnaround there because George is falling behind.
This could be a good chance for Steele to get some distance and rethink things.
Well, the unorthodox style of George Steele is certainly working well at this juncture.
Let's see if Maivia has an answer for the Animal. That unraveled on George. The High Chief Peter Maivia really making a name for himself at WWE, but he's had plenty of experience on the way up.
Plenty of championships on the West Coast, but he's made the biggest splash in Hawaii where he earned multiple tag team titles.
Oh yeah, Maivia is a huge celebrity on the islands. In fact, I've heard some consider him the personification of Maui. Big back body drop. You see that height on that?
Put into the corner. What could be next?
Got him on that turnbuckle.
I don't like the looks of this on the second row.
Nasty arm drag.
Oh my goodness. Ah, what a smash.
That is just insulting.
Ooh, that could have done some serious damage. Gentlemen, we've touched on the differences between Maivia and Steele as competitors. One man based on order, the other on chaos, but it's reflected in their looks, too.
Indeed, Michael. Just look at the sculpted physique of the High Chief. And the nice takedown, stacked for the...
Turns the tables, shoulders down. I guess it was time to switch gears.
What is he doing? He evades the attack.
Into the pin. George is trying to seal this one up. An ineffective pin.
We're well into the match, and he still seems so fresh. It's almost...
Set up for a second time.
Backbreaker.
Better realign your vertebrae. No way Steele's coming back from that. Dribbling the opponent's head like a basketball.
Some folks call Peter Maivia the Flying Hawaiian, and the reasons are obvious for that moniker. But guys, how has he earned the other nickname of the High Chief?
Well, Cole, Peter Maivia is very close to the Anawa'i fame.
He's got him in trouble up on the top rope. Almost took their arm off.
What an arm drag.
Peter Maivia is looking unstoppable now.
And you can see Steele is struggling to weather the storm with the High Chief.
Oh, God, that hurt.
Oh, that might have just broken something.
Uh-oh.
And Steele fending him off.
And landing with the double axe handle. He has him lined right in his sights.
Oof, no way home.
When a man like Peter Maivia signs up for a match with the Animal, he doesn't know what to expect, just to expect anything in the world.
Peter Maivia knows full well that he's in for some unusual treatment tonight. In fact, Steele often has... Here comes another one! Backbreaker, dishing out the big guns once again.
Measured up nicely. Fist drop.
Maivia just dominated the Animal with that one. Maivia has Steele in his sights, looking to put the Animal down.
He's looking for yet another exclamation mark.
So much damage inflicted.
No idea what he's planning here.
Yeah, I don't think it's anything good, Cole.
He's trying to make his way up the cage.
Soaring! Oh my goodness!
Maivia overwhelming his opponent here.
Yeah, and Maivia has really figured the Animal out here.
The cover for the win.
And the High Chief defeats the Animal.
Here is your winner, High Chief Peter Maivia.
Anytime these two have faced off, it's been eye for an eye. But the steel cage has finally delivered a decisive victory for the High Chief, Peter Maivia.
George Steele is one tough animal, but the way Maivia faced him in the cage tonight just